going to go ahead and get started with Spencer Rattler. We'll start with Bob. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your last name. I'm so sorry. Prispillo.
Well, Spencer, the first spring is in the books for you. Where did you see the biggest growth from yourself throughout the last month?
Personally, I would think leadership was the biggest growth spurt for me. Just being able to go through that first spring with all my guys and go through those everyday meetings and walkthroughs and practices, just being able to be a vocal leader in there and kind of set the tone for the offense. Yeah, I think that's the biggest part of my game where I grew.
Right, we'll go to Eric Bailey from the Tulsa World.
I have a couple questions. First of all, I just want to hear your thoughts on Drake Stoops getting a scholarship today. How big was that?
Oh, we were all happy for him. I mean, that's our guy right there, Drizzy. That's what we call him, Drizzy. But no, we're happy for him. He's one of our go-to guys. On those third downs, on those quick drive starters. He's always getting open. He works harder than anybody, and he just keeps his head down. And that's why he's very humble about it. That's why he deserves it. So I'm happy for him.
Also wanted to ask you about this is the team's expectations. They're sky high from the media, from the fans, and probably within that locker room. What do you guys have to do, and you especially this summer, to really meet your goals? How big is this summer for you?
This summer's huge for all of us. Coach Riley hit on it after the scrimmage today. He said we got 104 days until we put pads on again. So what are we going to do for those 104 days? And that's kind of how I'm going to look at it. I got 104 days. Everybody on this team has 104 days to prepare and do what we have to do throughout the summer to reach those goals. We're not worried about any type of hype, anything. We're focused on us and what we control, and that's what we got to stick with.
Spencer, thanks. Have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. You too.
Right, we'll go to Jason Kersey.
Hey, Spencer, wanted to ask you about what you've thought so far about Caleb Williams and how advanced he is for where he's at, and also how do you view your role with him in terms of being a mentor, being as the starter? How do you view your role with him?
Yeah, no, he's doing a good job. He did a good job today with what Coach Riley was calling, just running the offense. I'd say my role with him, I feel like I'm the big bro. Like I feel like, he looks off me and learns from me, and same with all the other guys. So I feel like I'm the, not the oldest in the group, but out of all those young guys, I am the oldest. So I feel like the big bro in there, and I just try to set the tone on the field and set the example.
Is that what Jalen was for you?
Exactly.
All right, we'll go to Ryan Chapman.
Hey, Spencer, I was just going to get your thoughts on Andrew Rame. You're playing behind him most of the day at center. How's he come along, and what have you seen out of him this spring?
Andrew, he's a killer. He could do it all, play guard, play tackle, play center. We moved him around a bunch throughout the spring just to see what he could do best. So I think he's got a good spot there at center. I think if he keeps working, he'll be like Big Creed was maybe one day. Hopefully, I know that's his goals. I don't know. Creed was a good mentor for him, and yeah, the sky's the limit for Ram.
All right, Chandler Engelbrecht.
Hey, Spencer, thanks for your time today. Just wanted to ask about Eric Gray's play today. Obviously, you caught your first pass, and then he had the touchdown later in the game. What did you see from him, and how was his spring?
He had a great spring. Eric is just so explosive and has great balance, great vision, and just patience in them holes when he's hitting them. He's going to add a whole nother versatile position to that running back group, as you guys saw today with the couple big plays he had. So he had a great spring, and hopefully, we all have a great summer and keep it rolling.
Thanks, man.
And we'll go to Jacob Unruh.
Yeah, Spencer, I kind of wanted to get your impression of the defense. It seemed like they had some good moments today. What did you think of being the opposite side of them today?
Oh, yeah. We've been going against them every day. That's the best defense we're going to see all year. Our defense is on a whole nother level. Everybody's bought in. They're all running to the ball. I mean, it's tough sometimes for the offense in practice because, the defense gets going, offense is going, vice versa. But defense looked great. You're going to do a great job here throughout the summer and in the season.
And real quick, follow on the Eric Gray thing. What's really stood out to you the most about him? What's been the most impressive thing since he's arrived?
I would just say his explosiveness and like his quick cuts, just quick cutting and explosiveness. I'd say that's his biggest thing.
Awesome. Thanks, Spencer.
So,
This will be our last question for Spencer. Austin Curtright.
Hey, Spencer, I wanted to ask your opinions on getting to see some walk-ons make some big plays, whether it was Jackson Sumlin or Jaden Knowles or Ben Harris. What is it like to see them, kind of get in and be able to do that?
oh, it's real good to see those guys get opportunities because, they don't get as many as some of the starters or, higher roles. But for those guys to go in and take advantage of their opportunity, it was great to see. Sumlin's been having he's got way better throughout this spring. He's had a good spring. Jaden Knowles had a show-out game today. Todd Hudson did well. And then Ben Harris had a good drive. So it's good to see, those walk-ons do good.